Hey, this is Naturally TC coming at you with another finger coil video. Now, the different thing that I do in this one is I'm not actually going to finger coil her hair. I'm going to palm roll her hair. I was just started doing her hair and I was like, well, let me see. Because of the texture of her hair, she's actually like, I would say like a 4C, 4B. And I just noticed how tight her coils were. And I was wondering if I could palm roll them and they would set in place. As you see, I'm using Diva Curls. I'll put the name of the products in the description. I'm using Diva Curl, but I'm also going to use Main Life Mint Foam for my coils on this video. So as you will see, I will go in with the Diva Curl stretching, I believe it's called a stretching cream. And then I go back and I put the Main Life Mint Foam right on my client's scalp. And I'm going to pull it through as the mint foam also has curl memory in it. And it smooths out because just because her hair is like a 4C, 4B. So I needed a little more product than just the stretching cream in order to achieve this style. Now I'm going to go through and you see I'm going to comb the product all the way through. Yes, I'm using a fine tooth comb. This client was completely comfortable when I'm working with my clients. Here I go with tender-headed. When I'm working with all my clients, regardless of if they're tender-headed or not, I'm always holding the hair so that I'm not pulling the hair from the root. And I usually will detangle from bottom to top. Sometimes you'll see me go from top to bottom because I am actually pulling the product through the hair, but then I'll go to those ends and make sure those ends are completely detangled. So I slowed down this portion of the video because a lot of people last time was like, they wish I would have slowed it down. So, but this is not, my comb twist, not even finger coils, but I am creating a finger coiled look by palm rolling the hair. Now, I think the trick to this is that you have to be very sure that the hair is completely detangled. That's why you have to use the fine tooth comb. Now I'm going to palm roll it. And then I'm going to catch it again and do it again. You see, I moved down the hair shaft. Like I started at the top and now I'm moving down. So I am making sure that I'm catching each and every one of her hair strands. And I'm still, even like this is the very end, and I'm still, palm rolling all the way to the end. All the way to the end. And again, see, that's a lot of palm rolling. That's because I'm trying to make sure that all the hairs are tightly coiled and I'm making those circular motions, and so it's going to look exactly like a finger coil. And of course, I always like to twist my little ends to make sure you get that little curl on the end. It's nice and coiled, and I guess I'll release it soon. I really love this style on this client. Like, she had a ton of hair, so it actually took me a little longer than usual to finish the style. But at the end, it looked so beautiful on her. And I think what I liked most about it is because she actually didn't get this style so that she could lock or anything. She just needed something that she could wear for a couple of weeks, and that would be stationary and that she wouldn't have to do anything to, and she was going to be outside sweating, and she just wanted something easy for her hair. So that's why we did this style. Now, as far as a lot of people asked on my other video, how do you get them out? Really and truly, most of the time, you could just rinse these right out of your hair. If you want to, just to be cautious, you can put conditioner on there before you rinse your hair. You could put a leave-in conditioner, any moisturizer, a detangler before you rinse your hair, and just work that through. Maybe even let it sit on the hair before you rinse your coils out. But typically, because there's product already on there, it's not like the hair is like completely dry. I use a lot of product. So, you know, if you just rinse these out, they come out. Now, if you leave them more than 2 weeks, you may have a problem, because your hair is going to start to lock, especially when you're dealing with, you know, these 4C textures, 4B. You know, your hair is going to lock up, because that's what our hair does. It just coils around each other and it locks. So if you leave it longer than 2 weeks, you could prepare to have a little bit of a fight getting them out. But it won't even be too bad at that point. I do not recommend combing them out dry, because you're going to pop your hair. So you really need to, like I said, just saturate your hair with conditioner. You can use a leave-in conditioner and put it on there. Rinse the hair out really well. And then you could comb it, put some more conditioner, and then comb it through with additional conditioner. But they're not hard to get out at all. They're not hard to get out at all. If you're in like the 3A, B, whatever area, you will have an easier time. Like those typically just rinse out and they're no problem. But with the 4 hair textures, you might have a little bit more of a struggle, because your hair is going to start to want to lock if you leave it in too long. So I think this is the last one you will see slowed down. You see what I'm doing now is I'm pulling that product through. I'm making sure all the curls are uniform. Like I'm pulling those curls together so that they're all on one accord. We want them all on one page so that they can do what you want to do. Now, interesting thing about this is that her hair texture in the front was different than her hair texture in the back. A lot of people ask this question. Well, what if my hair texture is not the same? Well, for finger coils, it's a little different, because you need that complete coil circular motion in order for the coil to act properly. So if you don't have that, what happens is the hair will buckle. So like you'll have the top part will be coiled, and then it will buckle in the places where the hair isn't completely coiled at. And usually this happens because like she flat irons her hair sometime. Well, she hadn't flat ironed. I don't think she flat ironed it in a while. But anything that compromised the natural curl pattern, it will cause it not to have those full circular motions as if it would have if she had never flat ironed her hair. So that's what happens. But even in the end, I loved her hair, because it looked like she was going to lock up, but it just looked so beautiful on her. I don't know. It was just so beautiful. So I'm going to let you watch the rest of the video. Hey, follow me on Instagram, Naturally TC. I post a lot more videos or different styles on Naturally TC on Instagram. I'm only posting mostly my natural styles here on YouTube. But on Instagram, you know, I do weaves. I do sew-ins. I do quick weaves. I do cuts for men and boys, and those braid styles. That's what my Instagram audience really likes, is my braid styles for boys and men. So go ahead and check me out over there. I'm also on Facebook now. So I just created the Naturally TC Facebook page. So I'm working on that and getting that up and running and full of nice styles that you can try at home. And leave your comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. I try every time I log on to answer a couple of questions at a time. DM me. You know what? That's probably better. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions, because that would get my attention a little bit more. I'll try to go through the comments here, and then DM me on Instagram if you have any additional questions, how I can help you get your hair beautiful and healthy and doing what you want it to do. Natural hair takes time. You got to work with it. You can't just go, it doesn't kind of happen like you just do the big chop and then your hair is beautiful and moisturized and whatever. Usually it takes about a year or so for your hair to get used to being in its natural state, and you'll see your curl pattern change over the years, and it usually gets softer the more you work with it, the more time that you take with it. It's like a plant. If you take time and work with it, it knows that you love it and you care, and then your hair will be even more beautiful than it was before. So take care of your locks, take care of your hair, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm just going to let you ride out on the rest of this video. Like I said, follow me on Instagram and DM me your questions if you like. Here's the finished product.